Hey folks, after last week's video from Mammoth Cave National Park, we came on down here to Alabama to the Cathedral Caverns State Park. We got a chance to take their amazing cave tours, got a couple of hikes in on their trails, and a little bit of footage from their campground, which is brand new, recently renovated. So stick around, we got a lot for you. Located in northern Alabama, about 30 miles outside of Huntsville, and not too far from beautiful Lake Guntersville. Originally called Bat Cave, Cathedral Caverns was first opened to the public in the 1950s. The cave was renamed because of the cathedral-like appearance of some of its rock formations. The gift shop was recently remodeled and it looks great. It is well stocked with souvenirs and basic camping supplies. The main building has a real mountain lodge style feel to it, with a wonderful wraparound porch with plenty of seating. Okay, we're about to start the Cathedral Caverns tour at Cathedral Caverns State Park. The tour is supposed to be about 90 minutes long, and our guide will be coming out shortly, and we will be taking you along to see what it's all about. The first feature most people notice about Cathedral Caverns is its massive entrance. The huge opening measures 126 feet wide and 25 feet high, a possible world record for commercial caves. The grand entrance is only the beginning. Inside the cavern are some of the most beautiful rock formations Mother Nature has ever created. The cave maintains a comfortable 60-degree temperature year-round. Purchased by the state in 1987, it was opened as a state park in the summer of 2000. Cathedral Caverns State Park encompasses 493 acres, with marked hiking trails available for those who want to enjoy the outdoors. We will have footage of the hiking trails coming up in this video. Another amazing sight, a stalagmite that is 27 feet tall and just 3 inches wide. On the tour, let let your imagination run wild. Imagine you're seeing a caveman perched atop a flowstone wall, or a frozen waterfall, or a large stalagmite forest, and much more. Even though the cave tour has a smooth, concrete pathway, it really isn't wheelchair friendly due to the many steep inclines. But the path is very walkable, and in fact, it's so smooth that they even host a 5K run, which goes inside the cave. One amazing rock formation is Goliath, one of the largest stalagmites in the world, measuring 45 feet tall and 243 feet in circumference. Cave tours are available 7 days a week, with tour prices from $20 for adults, $9 for children, 4 and under are free. Also, registered campers and military do receive discounts. Good morning. Stella and I are out here on the Blue Trail at Cathedral Caverns State Park in Woodville, Alabama. It's a pretty moderate trail. Started out in open fields on a gravel path, and then it moved into the woods here following a creek bed. I'm in sandals and doing it just fine, and Stella's enjoying it. Pretty nice path, pretty level so far. I think green might be a path with some elevation change. This one so far, very level, very moderate. Nice little walk in the morning. Whoa, that was horrible. Oh, just walked right into a spider web. We are continuing on the blue path, and at this point it looks like it's getting mown down pretty regularly. Path is wider. Back in the deepest part of the forest, it was pretty narrow, single lane track, but out here again, looks like they're maintaining it pretty regularly, and it's been very much a moderate, easy walk this morning. Only lots of spider webs. So I don't know if it's not getting used a lot or the spiders are just very active, but we are running into spider webs quite a bit. You'll hear Stella and me getting frustrated with the spiders. Some trails go through a stunning valley surrounded by beautiful Alabama mountains and fields. Other trails climb up into the forested hills of the park for great views and challenging climbs. We've come to a bridge over that little creek, and it looks like we're heading back out into the open, grassy areas of the trail. across the road and go into the woods on the other side. And then after the trail followed the grassy area for a bit, we're going back into the woods on the other side of the road, back into the woods. And it looks like we are picking up a trail here. So we did, Blue maybe lost some markings there, but Blue went down the road for 50 or 100 yards and now it's going back into the woods. So we found it, we picked it up. Cathedral Caverns State Park has approximately 5.5 miles of walking trails among its 493 acres of parkland. Each trail is marked and named by color. Okay everyone, so Stella and I just completed the Blue Trail. As you can see behind me, there's 4 different trails here at Cathedral Caverns State Park in Woodville, Alabama. Blue was nice and easy, 1.2 miles, just over a mile, very flat. I would say, not wheelchair accessible and probably not good for bikes. But for a person walking and a dog, it was really nice. Partially out in the open fields, but most of the time in the woods on dirt and rock trails. We do plan to get out later this week and see some of these other trails, so we'll take you along on those walks as we go. The park has 25 full-service campsites with 50 and 30 amp power, water, and sewer hookups right at the sites. All of these sites have a picnic table, fire ring, and grill. The full hookup loop was recently renovated and all the sites look great. All sites average about 15 by 55 feet deep, so they're big enough to accommodate even your larger rigs. Additionally, there are 11 basic campsites in another loop. Well, good morning again. Another morning. We are out. Today we're going to go try out the Green Trail, which I believe has a little more of an elevation gain, not too much. Can't really be too much because the mountains are only about 1,000 or 1,200 feet. So we'll take you with us and we'll see how the Green Trail goes. Okay, we're at the trailhead again. Looks like Green Trail is 1.6 miles and it starts just across the road here. Same entrance as all the other trails from the trailhead parking lot. Green is a nice trail so far, following a Forest Service road, it looks like. Not too challenging, definitely inclining, definitely going uphill at this point, but the terrain is pretty easy with just gym shoes or Keens, some kind of closed-toed shoe that won't fall off. Okay folks, we are nearing the top of the hill. It gets steep right here at the end. So this, again, it looks like an old Forest Service road, and it is definitely going as we reach the summit of this little hill. The hill, I think, is maybe 1,200 feet, but these last quarter mile is just pretty much straight uphill, so you probably get 200-300 feet of elevation in that last quarter mile up. All right, we are still nearing the top, but the trail leveled out nicely for a little break. So after that steep climb, we've definitely hit a patch here, a few hundred yards of nice and level, wide path, and it's shady. So we're getting a break from our exertions earlier.
Pretty girl.
All right, we have made it to the top, it looks like, and it's level out here. The yellow trail either splits off or comes back here. I don't know where yellow goes from here. And there is a little picnic shelter, although it's a little bit overgrown. Wouldn't be the best picnic site, but we just saw 3 loose dogs go walking through, so we're proceeding carefully. I'm sure they're somebody's pets, but we don't need any fights.
Already had one on this trip.
Yeah.
They got a skunk.
Maybe that's what they're chasing.
Yep.
Right.
They got a skunk.
Okay, I don't see them, so we'll just keep our eyes open. But it was just 3 dogs, medium to large size, I'd guess, and maybe like a lab. Looked like a chocolate lab was one of them, and I don't know what
a shepherd collie.
Yeah. So they just came running through, and Mary Kate said at maybe the last campground, somebody's little dog came out and bit Stella. It was off the leash, so we're probably a little bit nervous right now, but all good right now. Okay, well, I was wrong before when I said that we had reached the summit on the trail, because we went up again, maybe another couple hundred feet. So once again, I think we're at the summit, but we'll find out, I guess. The only way to know is when we start going back downhill. Okay, ahead of us there, I think I see what looks like we're starting to head back down the trail. So we've, this time for real, we made it to the top, I think. But again, we'll let you know if I was wrong. What you see Will doing is clearing our cobwebs. That's his role on the walk this morning, keeping us out of the spider webs. And we're definitely heading downhill a little bit. Feels good. Okay, so our confidence is high now that we are on the descent. So we've been going pretty steadily downhill for a few hundred yards, and again, the going's pretty easy. It's not a road like the uphill was. It's not the Forest Service road. It's just a track through the woods. But we're definitely on the right way. So we have summited and we are descending.
My own web show. Everybody wanna know. My own web show. My own web show. My own web show. How will it go? My own web show. My own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know. My own web show, my own web show, my own web show. Adventures and activities, healthy snack recipes, so much for you to see.